So in this video, we're going to take a look at how to find and use map scales using our work on ratio and proportion. So before we get started, we need to know a couple of things. We need to know that 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. We need to know that 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Those are the units that we most often use when working with maps. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's see if we can answer this question. So we've got a distance between two places. We know it's 12 kilometers. Now we have a map scale, and a map scale is just a simple ratio. For every 1 centimeter or meter or whatever measurement you want to choose on that map, we just have to times it by 25,000 to see the real life measurement. Okay, and if we use centimeters on the map, well, that answer will be in centimeters. So we're going to have to do some conversions to help us. So let's think about this 12 kilometers. Well, if it's on a map, it's probably going to need to be thought about in centimeters first. So let's try and convert this to centimeters. So if I multiply by 1,000, well, I'm going to have that in meters. And if I then multiply by another 100, so add another 2 zeros, I guess, we're going to have that in centimeters. So the amount of distance that we need to find is there in front of us. It is 1.2 million centimeters. So if we want to work out what that is on a map, well, we could just take that and divide it by 25,000, because that is going to reduce it back to the original size that's on the map. Now, if we do that, we're going to get 48 centimeters. Okay, hope that made sense. Let's try another question. We'll keep doing different arrangements of these sorts of questions to try and get a really good understanding of what's going on here. So we've got two different places now, and we know they're 4.5 kilometers apart, and we know on the map they're 15 centimeters apart. So this is a sort of reverse question. We've got to work out the scale of the map here. So again, let's try to convert both of these different measurements to the same unit before we start. So I'm going to choose them to both be in centimeters. So let's take my 4.5 kilometers and work that out in meters first. So times by 1,000. Then we're going to times by 100 to get that into centimeters. Okay, so we've got two things in centimeters. So let's just write this out as a ratio, because we know that 15 centimeters on the map is equivalent to 450,000 centimeters in real life. So our map scale is equivalent to this, but map scales don't have a 15 on the left-hand side. They most often have a 1. So in order to work this out, well, we better just divide both of these by 15. So obviously 15 divided by 15 is 1, but 450,000 divided by 15 is 30,000. And there we go. We have found our map scale. Okay, last question we're going to take a look at now. We've got another map. The scale is given, and we know that on the map, a distance between two towns is 0.4 centimeters. So we've got to work out the actual distance between these two towns. Okay, well, let's start with my 0.4, I guess, is all we've got. And first of all, in centimeters, well, let's change this up to really and think about what that would be if we enlarged it. So we'll times it by 600,000. Now, if we do that, the correct distance is going to be given to us. It is 240,000, but unfortunately, that is in centimeters still, because we started with centimeters. So we're going to have to now convert that distance into kilometers. So we can divide by 100 to get it into meters. So it's 2,400 meters. And then divide it by 1,000 to get it into kilometers. So it's going to be 2.4 kilometers. Okay, I hope this little video helps you to navigate between different map scales and to understand what's really going on when we think about what a map scale actually is.